Yeah, that's not how those are supposed to be. Not much wind. It is spectacular. So much for our nice sunny day. Lunchtime on the shores of the Missouri River. I'm going to have a little lunch. Then I'm going to go for a walk along the river. Later, we're going to do some truck camping, cook up some good food, and I have a turkey tag burning a hole in my pocket. We're going to see if I can get a turkey this trip, too. Should be a good one. All right, lunch is over. I switched hats because turkey season is open. I didn't want anybody to mistake my red Twins hat for a turkey head. So we're going to go for a walk. It's an absolute, we're going to head this way. And it is an absolutely gorgeous day. 60 degrees. And let me spin the camera onto this side, because that's what you really want to see, right? There's the river. And as you can see by the river, there's hardly any wind. Not a cloud in the sky. It's like, it is an amazing day to be out here. So we'll go for a walk and see if we can find anything cool to look at. Bay back here. I don't know if it shows up, but there's one dude fishing over here. There's a couple boats in the area, but it's nice and quiet back here, even if there is a couple other people. And in this area, according to the maps, public land goes back a little ways up here. So we're going to take a little bit of walk off the beach and back up into here and see what we can see. That appears like a raccoon skull, judging by the size and the shape. Been here a while, it's really weathered. And there isn't a bit of hair or skin or flesh around here. It's just the skull top. Interesting. Put that back. Yeah, just that. We'll carry on. Well, there's something super cool. It's an old car of some sort. Can't really get a better view of it. That's as good as it gets. Now it's zooming in on the pine trees. Or it's focusing on the pine trees. Dang. Fence line right here though. I'm not 100% certain that's on public ground. Should we sneak over there and take a look? I kind of want to. But I probably shouldn't, because I don't know. Being that the fence is here, there's no signs on it saying that it's no trespassing signs, or there's no signs showing that it's public on this side and private on that side. But since I don't know 100% sure, better not do it. So we'll just have to admire it from afar. Must be right back over in here somewhere is where I cut off from the bay and walked up the hillside and looked around back over there. And then where this one lone tree is, straight back from that is where I seen that old car. Because when I followed the fence line down, I came out right by that tree. So we're going to walk in a bit further. There's another bay upriver a ways, and that's the goal. That's the intended goal. So we got a ways to go yet, but we'll get there. Right back here, there's a little draw that goes up, and it's kind of thick back there. I've been in there before, and actually I hunted back in here a few years ago, probably 2 years ago. I know I didn't hunt it last year, but that might have been 2 years ago that I hunted it. And I did see a couple deer back here. I thought it would be better because there was quite a bit of deer sign, but didn't see a lot, but I did see a couple, and they were close. So that's always good. And I didn't see any people back here, other than a boat once in a while would go by. But that was the extent of it. So I'm gonna take a little rest, and then I'm gonna walk back up here and just look around a bit. We'll pick it up when we get back over here. This is the area where I was set up. I had a blind right back over here, natural blind, and there isn't anything left of it. It's all collapsed, but it's a neat little spot here. As you can see, right back here's the river. The only downside was that it was really tight. Because I was just right over here, and you know, we were only a few yards away from a deer standing here, because it looks like there's a trail through here. I think the trail, there's definitely a trail where I'm standing, but there was a trail on that side, and that's actually, when I seen the deer, they were over there. But it looks like there's a new trail here. What we got here? Skull laying down here. That would probably be a coyote. Yeah, I'd say that's a coyote skull there. Too big for a fox. I'd say that's a coyote. Overexposed. Whew. That is a rub from a deer, and I don't know what made that, but that's a pretty good sized burrow. I don't see any tracks in the dirt down here that I can distinguish. It's big. Maybe it was a coyote, huh? Walk back a little bit further in here. Should turn the camera this way. It's thick through here. Ow. Geez, those things are sharp. Thorns. Now, I don't think I'm going to press on any further. All it does is get thicker and thicker the further up you go here. Cool. I like it. I like this spot. It's a neat little area back here. It's hard to get to, and I didn't see a lot of deer when I hunted it, but I do like this spot. All right, we'll continue on to the next spot. I've reached my destination. This is just a little bay here. Not nearly as big as the previous one that we walked around, but it does go back here a ways. And back in here is where I want to look around. Looks deep. I know it doesn't show up on camera, but the water's real clear and I can see down in there ways. And it drops off fast. Right here's where somebody beached their boat. See where they run it right up through here. Boom. Somebody liked this spot. going to go back in further to the back end of this bay. Tree stand. Because I wouldn't go up in that stand. Because you can see how the platform is up like that. Yeah, that's not how those are supposed to be. And I think it's just because of the tree growth and stuff over the years. You can see the belt, the strap that's holding it in is grown into the tree. So it's probably not safe to use anymore. But this is an awesome looking area as far as hunting goes. Of course, the bad news is not only is that dude hunting it, or well, there's that tree stand there, which I don't think he's hunting it. There's also a stand over here. We're just going to walk up to it and see if it looks like anybody's been hunting it. Now this stand here is a big old ladder stand. That still looks safe to use there. But that's the downside. Because if I was to hunt back here, set a spot up back here and walk all the way back in here, and then this dude shows up. Now this dude had to have used a boat to get this stand back here. There's no way he carried that all the way back here. It's a good trail right here beside this. And this guy's got a really good spot because he's got a draw that goes up through here that's all thick. Good cover up there. And then way up on top there's a cornfield. That's private ground up on top. And then over here there's another draw that goes back that even looks better. That looks really good through there. Then right up on top up there is a cornfield. Really good looking area back here. And if that ladder stand wasn't back here, I would definitely be setting something up in here. But since that ladder's here, I know that there's somebody probably hunting it, or at least they were hunting it. So I don't want to intrude on their spot either. So that's why I chose the other spot that I was showing. Brad set up the blind in that other little draw. That one doesn't look as good as this, but there's nobody hunting that one. I'm going to look around for a little bit longer and see if I can see anything cool. And if I do, we'll pick the filming back up. But it is like 10 after 3. So I've been walking around back here for about 3 hours. Not this spot in particular, but I left the pickup at noon. So it's time to start walking back to the pickup because I am in dire need of a Mountain Dew. Fire ring, which means someone probably pulled their boat up along the shoreline and camped out right here, which would be a nice spot. Got these cottonwoods right here and slowly turn this way. So right up here is the fire ring. So that'd be the view in the evenings, and when you got up in the morning, of course that's south. So the sun's gonna set over there, so you don't have a great view of it. It'll rise over that direction, but either way, beautiful view. That's something I should do one of these days. Of course, I don't know, like on a day like today, I could bring my boat in here. But if it's much windier than this, I couldn't. Because my boat is definitely not a big water boat. Plus, I'd have to get it running first. But it'd be kind of neat to come back here and do that. Camp out overnight right along the river. I could pack in, but that takes a lot of effort. But you never know. I could do it. Right now, all I'm thinking about is a Mountain Dew. Oh my goodness. Finally made it back. And let's see, it was 3:10 when I was back there. It's now 4:12. So, hour to walk out. And that's at a pretty steady pace. That's what I need. That's mighty good. That's mighty good. Oh, now it's break time. Well, I lost the sweatshirt. It's 74 degrees right now. Sun shining on me, not much wind. It is spectacular. It has been so long since a person's been able to be outside in a t-shirt and just soak up the sun. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So with that, pack it up here and go out and try to see a turkey, and hopefully we can see one of those tonight. I was kind of hoping we'd see something on the walk back in, because I have seen turkeys back there before, but nothing today. No sign or anything. Didn't hear anything. Didn't see anything. Didn't see any deer either. But so that's a bummer. But we still got plenty of light left, so we might see something yet today. Let's go set up and sit quiet for a while. Well, so much for our nice sunny day. It is, and you can see right back here, the sun's still shining over there, but where I'm at, it isn't. These clouds rolled in, and the wind has picked up. Huge white caps. 2 miles down the road, the dust on the gravel roads was just hanging in the air because there wasn't a breath of wind. And now all of a sudden it's windier than hell and it's raining. So we're on a rain delay for the turkey hunt. It's a little too soon to head to camp. So this is supposed to blow through within an hour. We'll pick it up then, I guess. Well, I thought, what the heck, we might as well just crawl in the back of the pickup rather than sit up front, and we'll listen to the wind blow and the rain. It's not raining very much, but it is some. Sometimes that's a good time to be out. Right after a storm or rain, and then after it clears up, and hopefully it'll clear off and the wind will go back down after the clouds and stuff push through, and we'll see some game, some critters after that. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. It's beautiful again. Sun isn't out quite yet, but I see blue sky to the west. So it looks like the rain has moved off. The wind has gone way back down. So the storm is over. And we didn't get much rain. So looking at the ground, it's still dusty and dry. So we're going to have no issues going in with, we don't have to worry about getting all wet. So let's head to the hunting spot and hopefully see a turkey. Well, it's quitting time. You can only hunt turkeys till sundown, so, and yeah, the sun has set. Didn't see, well, I seen 2 turkeys when I first walked up here. They were out in the field out here. I think they were both hens, I think. I couldn't see them very good because they were kind of through the trees back here, but so I didn't see any. However, I did hear them. I heard some toms gobbling back over there, and that is the direction I'm going to tomorrow morning. So I know where they're at, or at least the area that they're in, and that's usually a pretty good spot. So that's where I'm going to go set up tomorrow morning. But for now, I see the battery light is flashing red, so we're going to wrap it up on the hunting portion, and we'll pick it up back at camp because it is about time to eat. I am hungry. Alright, we're at camp, and I'm not wasting any time. I'm going to start cooking. And for supper tonight, we got all kinds of stuff spread out here. but it's going to be simpler than it looks. We're starting off with deer sausage. What I'm going to do with this is just break it into small pieces. All right, well, that's the first step. Just getting that all broken up. And where is the knob? There we go. We'll turn this baby up, turn it on. We'll get this started. So that's step one. And when we're ready for step two, we'll turn the cameras back on. Okay, step two. Can you hear the sizzle? And what we got here is, there we go, butter. Get a little bit of butter going in there. Go. So we got the butter in there. We got the sausage in there. Let's mix that up just a bit with the sausage. But the butter ain't necessarily for the sausage. The butter comes in. The reason for the butter is, first, the next step is Southern style hash browns. They're the chunky ones. Might as well dump it. I just brought enough along just for this. So hopefully that's good enough. Stir that around a little bit. Now we got a pot. Now we got a pan of food here. So we're gonna let this cook for a while, and then we'll pick it up on the next step. All right. You can hear the sizzle. Some of the hash browns are starting to brown, as you can see there. So the next step, we're going to dump a little bit of paste chunky salsa, medium salsa, medium heat. We're just going to warm that up on there rather than just put it on cold. We'll let that heat up. Ooh, look at that. Does that look awesome or what? And heck, while we got that going on, well, it's looking really good like that. Next up, shredded mozzarella cheese. Look at that. Now we're going to let that get a little bit melty, and then we're about ready to eat. Alright, we got the cheese melting. Everything's all heated up. We're just going to give it a little bit of a stir, just to mix it all together. Oh, look at that. It smells awesome. All right. And the final touch. Fajita shells. Tortillas. Fajita. These are the super soft ones. So we're going to break that out. And we will turn the GoPro this way so we can see the plate. And we're going to spoon a little bit of this stuff on the tortilla shell. And let's shut the burner off. There we go. Can we see it okay on the GoPro? Or is it go? Oh, we need to go this direction. Oh, there we go. Get the light in the right direction. Yeah, it looks a little sloppy there, but let's wrap that sucker up. Just fold it like a taco. How about that? That's good stuff there. I got enough for 2 nights. We'll be putting the leftovers in the cooler. And to go along with it, a XXX root beer. I don't think I've had a XXX yet. So this is the first go at a XXX root beer. Good stuff. Good stuff if you like root beer. If you don't like root beer, probably not your thing, but I like it. So I'm going to keep eating, and we'll pick it up in the morning. Well, morning time for breakfast. A Dunkin' iced coffee. The rich chocolatey mocha. I haven't had one of these. I haven't had this flavor. So we got it all shook up. It's definitely chocolatey. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah. I've had now 3 different flavors of this, and they've all been really good. This is possibly my favorite now. I don't know why it took me so long to get a chocolatey one. I love chocolate. And to go along with the Dunkin' iced coffee, I went with Twinkies. It has been far too long since I've had a Twinkie. There was one box of these left on the shelf, so I snagged it. When's the last time you had a Twinkie? For me, it's been far too long. I think the main reason for that is when I get this kind of stuff, I guess these are Hostess stuff, Hostess or Little Debbie. I almost always go with chocolate stuff because I like chocolate. But look at that golden cake. Golden sponge cake with creamy filling. Yes, they are good. They are very good. You'll probably eat the whole box. There's only 10. But I'm going to have a couple Twinkies, drink my Dunkin' iced coffee, and finish getting ready. And we'll pick it up when I go turkey hunting this morning, because that is the plan. we got to see some critters this morning, and some of them were very close. Those deer, that one couldn't have been more than 10 feet from me. I was actually looking out in the field at a couple of those hen turkeys, but while I'm trying to get up high enough to get over the weeds and video those turkeys, I heard something from this direction, and I was thinking to myself, oh, here comes the tom from behind me. And I slowly turned my head, and it's like, holy smokes, it's a deer. It was just right there. It couldn't have been more than 10 feet from me. It's like, I can't believe that it walked up that close to me. And, well, obviously there was two of them that came out. And it's like, it looked right at me. Right at me. And they were more interested in the hen turkey decoy that I got set up over here. They paid way more attention to that than they did me. I mean, they looked at me, but how they didn't spook, pick up my scent, something, I don't know. But they didn't, which, that was awesome. That was awesome. That made this whole morning worth it. Sitting out here, that's what it's all about right there, getting close to stuff. And the two hen turkeys were within range, but it's toms only. So even though they're within range, I couldn't shoot. And I did see a number of turkeys, some toms, but they were way out there in this cut cornfield. So no turkeys, nothing to get a shot at this morning, but that's okay. So with that, we are going to wrap it up on this one, and we will pick it up next time.